welcome to One Petite Street. If you just happen to have come across the channel, One Petite Street is about building and making and working on doll houses and miniatures. And so we just want to invite you to come and join us fairly often. Right now we are working on what's called Sam's Study, and we're going today to build the actual framework around it, the study, the room. We're going to put up the walls, paint them and put them up so that we have some place to put all the furniture in that. Then we're going to be working on the books for Sam's Study. So if you haven't, and you enjoy miniatures and want to watch as we do the different projects, then please subscribe. And if you like the video, please hit that like button, and you can also hit that the little bell that lets you know when a new video has come out. So today we're going to be building the walls around Sam's Study, so we have some place to put things, and as we do work on the interior. So let's go ahead and get on that project. So this is a part of the project we're going to be working on today. We're going to start with painting these pieces that go together here, and painting that one a different color, which is Cashew. So that's going to be for that piece, these two pieces here, and then we're going to be painting the base of it. Just this is called Snow White, and that's going to be this piece right here. So I think it's always best to paint the pieces of something you're building before you put it together. It makes it easier to get the edges and where the corners will be. So we're going to paint this now, and when we're set up to do that, we'll come back and show a little bit of the painting, and then we'll cut away to get the rest done. So now we're using our, it's called Cashew color paint, and we're going to paint the walls this color. I'm not sure whether it'll take one or two coats, depends on this particle or poster board or whatever it is, how many coats it takes. We'll go ahead and paint that and look at the difference when we come back. So now we have our first coat of paint on the walls. Of course we have to paint the other side, but we're going to do both coats on this side and let it dry, and then we'll put another coat of paint on it. And while they are drying, we'll go ahead and put a coat of paint on the floor, and we're going to paint this white. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll move these out of the way and work on that. So this bottom part, which is part of the floor, we're going to be painting white. As a matter of fact, it's called Snow White. So let's see how it will look. It's going to probably take a few coats of it as this kind of particle board type stuff. really soaks up the paint. So I'll continue painting that, and when we finish it, we'll show that. So we have the first coat on each one of these, and we're going to let those dry, and then we'll put another coat. These will probably have a coat of paint on each side, or 2 coats of paint on each side, but right now we'll let those dry. So now we're going to put a second coat of paint on the inside wall. So we're going to take our paint and put a second coat on. Because of how it soaked in, but it was pretty well painted, but I think a second coat will make it look a lot better. So we'll just do that, and when I finish that, of course we're going to have to turn it over after it dries and do the other side. Although we could do it another, this is the interior wall of our study, but it doesn't have any windows. I wouldn't like that. I'd rather have windows if I have a study, natural light coming in. But let's continue to paint this. And the other one, making sure we have it well painted and that maybe we have a smooth surface, all the right color. So we'll go ahead and work on that. And we also need to put another coat of paint on the floor. So we'll just do that. It might take 3, I don't know. So we'll go ahead and paint the floor white around the edge here. We'll finish putting this coat of paint on. We'll get back. So in order to paint the edge of this wall, we put it up on that, and then we can turn it, paint the edge. Got that edge already. Turn it this way, we can paint the edge over here. We got the edges. So there we have the walls and the frame for the floor painted and finished. So next will be to be putting into the floor plate and some wiring and the light and the top or the ceiling. Well, we've put together the walls to our study, and so we need to work on the floor and also on the ceiling, and then we'll be able to start filling in the bookcases with all the different books and things that we'll be making. So just want to leave you with the thought that you know, the holidays are upon us, and very early they've got all the Christmas decorations and all of that. We shouldn't forget that very special holiday called Thanksgiving, when we as a nation, and Abraham Lincoln, I guess, was one of the first to establish it. We just are grateful and thankful for all that we have. Even though we may have a lot of disturbing things going on, we are still one of the most blessed nations in the world, and we're blessed with the fact that we care about one another, and so just kind of enjoy this Thanksgiving coming up. Plenty of time to get ready for Christmas. Until next time, be good to yourself and to others.